Everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso with Integral here, sharing another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about zombies. Actually, we're talking about zombies not in the toy sense or the Walking Dead sense, but the zombie load bug that has affected many processors throughout the world. It's been recently discovered that since 2011, a ZombieLoad processor bug has been in all the processors that are in modern computers. So if you own a Windows or a Macintosh computer or a tablet, it's a good chance you're running a Intel processor, and it's a good chance too that you could be affected by the ZombieLoad bug. Now, the way it works is that the zombie load bug takes advantage of the way Intel processors utilize speed, or how they make the processors faster. And I can go into details about that, but remember, this is tech tips for non-tech people. All you tech heads out there can go to another channel if you want to know the ins and outs. But to make it simple, basically the zombie load takes advantage of what Intel did in order to speed up processors. So what can you do to make sure that you're safe? Well, there's several things that you can do to see if your computer has an Intel processor and to make yourself safe. So we're going to switch screens like we always do. Take a look at some of the identifying things of the zombie load virus, or not virus, but bug, and find out what you can do in order to protect yourself. Let's switch screens like we always do. All right, so we've got our screen with our Intel processor in it. Now, if you have a computer, whether it be a desktop or a laptop, it's going to have this Intel processor on it. And usually, if you've got a Windows computer, it's got a sticker on it letting you know if it's got an Intel processor in it or not. Now, Macintosh users and some tablet users, you may not see a sticker on your computer, so I'll quickly identify how you can find out if you've got an Intel processor. So going back to our desktop here, this is an example of a Windows computer. So if you've got an Intel sticker on it, and it doesn't matter if it says Core i7 or i5 or i3, if it's got an Intel sticker on it like this, then it means that you have an Intel processor in your computer. Now, what if you've got a Macintosh computer? Let's see if we can make that happen. If you've got a Mac, let's go ahead and maximize and go to our virtual connection of Mac. Let's see here. We've got a lot of alerts here, but let's ignore those. All right. Let's go to the Apple menu, and then let's go to About This Mac. Once you go to About This Mac, it'll let you know what type of processor you have in your computer. And let's close these alerts and go later. Now, as you can see on the screen that's popped up, it says that it's got an Intel Core i5 processor in the computer. So that's a good sign that obviously that computer has an Intel processor in it. Now, are all computers infected or affected? Because remember, this isn't a virus, it's just a bug. No. Now, if you've got this logo, the AMD logo on your computer or laptop or tablet, then that means that you're not affected by this bug. And that's good news, right? It is. So look at your computers quickly to see what sticker you have. Now, as I said before, the whole purpose of the bug is Intel was trying to make their processors faster. And hackers have figured out, or guys that know about this stuff have figured out that if a hacker can create a software to get in the grooves of the computer, then they can potentially get in and steal data directly from your processor, and you don't want that to happen. So what can you do? Well, it's pretty simple. Now, on Windows computers, you can go to Windows Updates, and that's as simple as going to Windows Updates. So let's show you how to do that. And it's not that I don't know how. I know how to do it. Just trying to make it easier for you guys to. So let's switch back to our desktop. So if we go to our desktop, all you need to do on a Windows computer is to type in Windows Updates. Once you go to Windows Updates, it'll let you know that you've got the latest set of updates. You can check for updates and it'll download an update for your computer automatically. Now, if you're running Windows 7 or Windows 8 on your computer, then there's a good chance you may have to update your computer manually by just going to Windows Update and downloading the update. Now, what if you're a Macintosh user? Pretty darn simple. Now, if you've got Mojave, which is the latest version of Mac OS, you can download the update for Mojave by just going to the Apple menu, going to About This Mac, and there we go. And then once you go to About This Mac, the Mac menu will pop up, and then you can just click on Software Updates, and then lo and behold, your Macintosh computer will download the latest updates to make sure that you aren't a victim of the ZombieLoad bug. Almost said virus again. Don't want to do that. Now, other things that can take into consideration too, that since this is a processor fix, then it means it's kind of temporary. It's kind of a band-aid to help things work better on your computer. Now, if you find out that you download the fix and your computer is still running slow, there are several things that you can do to compensate. Number one would be to go out and get a solid state hard drive. Solid state hard drive will make your computer run a lot faster, and if you download the ZombieLoad fix for your Mac, your Windows computer, then you notice some slowness, then you can go ahead and get a solid state hard drive to fix the problem. Last but not least, bad news is if you install a solid state hard drive and with the bug fix your computer is still running slow, unfortunately you're probably going to have to go out and get a brand new computer. So that's the downside about having the ZombieLoad bug, because it definitely can cause problems with your computer, and you may have to end up getting a new computer, which is pretty catastrophic considering what's going on with this processor fix. So hopefully that's giving you some information as far as what you can do to keep your computer safe. Now, I will say there is some good news out there for Chromebook users. If you have a Chromebook and it's got an Intel processor in it, then you're in good shape, because your updates will download automatically, and there's really nothing that you have to worry about. So if you got comments or questions about this tech tip, leave them in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you to find out what tech tips that you would like to see in future videos. And if you like the zombie, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. Speaking of zombies and comments, if you want to keep up with the latest tech tips and tricks, be sure to follow myself, Burton, Kelso, or Integral on YouTube and all of the social media platforms out there. So stay away from zombies, take care of yourself, and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching. Love that zombie there.